Greetings, seekers of wisdom. Welcome, dear travelers of myth and meaning. Today, we embark on a journey beyond time, unraveling the story of a god both feared and adored. Eros, the primordial force of love and desire. This is not merely a tale of romance, but of creation itself, where love is the thread that weaves existence together. If you enjoy myths, legends, and deep philosophical reflections, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this journey with fellow seekers. And of course, let us know in the comments, which type of character do you resonate with most? Kings, warriors, demons, angels, or legendary creatures? Now, let us begin our descent into the mysteries of Eros. Chapter 1. The Birth of Eros. Love before the gods. Before Zeus ruled the skies, before even the Titans clashed in cosmic wars, there was chaos, the formless void, the great nothingness, and from this primordial abyss emerged the first divine forces: Gaia, Earth, Nyx, Night, Tartarus, the Abyss, and Erebus, darkness. But there was one more: Eros. Unlike the Olympians who came later, Eros was not simply a god of passion or romance. He was the cosmic force of attraction, the unseen power that binds atoms, draws lovers together, and compels life to reproduce. His presence was neither gentle nor kind. It was inevitable, as natural as gravity, as unstoppable as time. Some say he was born from chaos itself, an elder deity of raw passion and creation. Others claim he was the child of Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, and Ares, the god of war, a union of love and conflict. But regardless of his origin, his role was clear: to move the universe through desire. Chapter 2. Eros, the unseen hand of fate. The world of mortals and gods alike was shaped by his power. It was Eros who whispered in the hearts of Uranus and Gaia, leading to the birth of the Titans. It was he who inspired Cronus to take a sickle against his own father, and later, he would guide Zeus in his conquests, leading to the age of the Olympians. But unlike other gods, Eros had no temple, no city dedicated solely to him. He did not demand worship, for he did not need it. His presence was felt in every longing gaze, in every touch, in every secret yearning. The Greeks feared him as much as they adored him. To love was to lose control, to be vulnerable to forces greater than reason or will. Poets wrote of him as a playful child, armed with arrows tipped in gold and lead. Golden arrows to inspire love, leaden arrows to kill it. Yet philosophers like Plato saw him as something far greater, the divine spark that led mortals toward truth and beauty. Chapter 3. Eros and Psyche. Love's greatest trial. Though he often acted as an unseen force, there is one tale where Eros himself became the protagonist, the story of his love for Psyche. Psyche was a mortal princess so breathtakingly beautiful that even Aphrodite grew jealous. The goddess commanded her son, Eros, to make Psyche fall in love with a wretched beast. But when Eros beheld her, something unexpected happened. He fell in love himself. Thus began a secret romance. Psyche was taken to a hidden palace where she was treated as a queen, though she was forbidden from seeing her lover's face. Love thrives in mystery, he told her. But doubt is a cruel whisperer. Her jealous sisters poisoned her mind, urging her to look upon her lover with a lamp in the night. The moment she did, she beheld not a monster, but the radiant god of love himself. Yet in her betrayal of trust, a single drop of hot oil fell from the lamp onto his shoulder, waking him. Hurt by her lack of faith, Eros fled, leaving Psyche in despair. What followed was a journey of redemption. Psyche sought out Aphrodite, who forced her to complete impossible trials, sorting grains, retrieving golden fleece, and even descending into the underworld to retrieve a box of beauty from Persephone. Against all odds, she succeeded, proving that true love is not about possession, but sacrifice. Moved by her devotion, Eros returned, reviving her with a kiss. Zeus himself blessed their union, granting Psyche immortality so that they could be together for eternity. Thus, the soul, Psyche, and love, Eros, were forever intertwined. Chapter 4. The Many Faces of Eros. Though he is most famous for this tale, Eros took many forms throughout history. In the early myths, he was an eternal force, neither young nor old, embodying the raw energy of life itself. Later, As Greek society evolved, he was reimagined as a youthful, mischievous archer, much like the Roman Cupid. But there were whispers of other darker aspects of Eros. Eros and Teros, the god of reciprocated love, ensuring that passion was not one-sided. If love was not returned, he punished those who toyed with hearts. Eros Himeros, the god of unfulfilled longing, who haunted those who could never attain what they desired. Eros Pothos, the god of yearning and nostalgia, who made lovers weep for those they had lost. His influence extended beyond mere attraction. He was the force that led warriors to fight for glory, poets to seek divine inspiration, and seekers of wisdom to long for enlightenment. Chapter 5. Eros in Greek Mythology and Tragedy. Eros's influence permeated the tapestry of Greek mythology and tragedy, often serving as the catalyst for events that shaped the destinies of gods and mortals alike. His arrows did not discriminate, sparking desires that led to both profound love and devastating consequences. The tale of Medea and Jason. One of the most poignant examples is the story of Medea and Jason. Jason, the leader of the Argonauts, sought the Golden Fleece, a quest fraught with peril. Hera, queen of the gods, sought to aid him and enlisted Aphrodite's assistance. In turn, Aphrodite commanded Eros to intervene. With a mischievous glint, Eros struck Medea, the daughter of King Aeetes of Colchis, with one of his potent arrows. Overcome with an all-consuming love for Jason, Medea used her sorcery to aid him, betraying her own family. This passion-driven alliance led to their eventual downfall, illustrating how Eros's power could ignite both creation and destruction. The tragedy of Phaedra and Hippolytus. In another tragic narrative, Phaedra, the wife of Theseus, became the unwilling victim of Eros's influence. Chapter 6. Eros in the Renaissance and beyond. Though the worship of the Greek gods faded, Eros never truly disappeared. As Western civilization evolved, so did the idea of love, and with it, Eros took on new forms. Eros in the Renaissance. The return of the divine lover. The Renaissance, a period of rediscovery of classical philosophy, art, and mythology, revived Eros as a symbol of divine and human love. Inspired by Plato's ideas, Renaissance thinkers saw love as something beyond mere passion. It was a ladder leading to spiritual enlightenment. In the works of Marsilio Ficino, a philosopher of the Florentine Renaissance, Eros was seen as a force that connected humanity to the divine. In his interpretation of Plato's Symposium, Eros was not just carnal desire, but the longing of the soul for beauty, truth, and the divine. Art flourished with depictions of Eros, now often represented as Cupid, a playful, yet dangerous child, embodying the unpredictability of love. Botticelli's famous painting, The Birth of Venus, evokes the presence of Eros, even if he is unseen. His power is felt in Venus's arrival, symbolizing beauty and desire made manifest. The Renaissance did not just restore Eros, it transformed him. Love was no longer just a god's whim. It became a force that inspired poetry, art, and philosophy, shaping the way we understand passion and relationships to this day. Eros in the modern world, a god in disguise. As societies move toward rationalism, science, and psychology, Eros's influence took new forms. The Greek god of love was no longer worshipped, but his presence lingered in human thought. In psychology, Sigmund Freud identified Eros as one of the fundamental drives of human nature, alongside Thanatos, the death drive. To Freud, Eros was more than just romantic love. It was the life instinct, the force that compels creation, art, and connection. In literature and film, Eros remains an ever-present theme. From Shakespeare's tragedies, where passion and desire often lead to destruction, to modern romantic films, the concept of love as an unstoppable force continues to dominate storytelling. Even in our digital age, where technology mediates love through dating apps and social media, Eros still operates in the background. He may not appear as a winged archer anymore, but he still stirs longing, ignites passions, and shapes destinies. Chapter 7. The Fate of Eros. Is love eternal? What became of Eros? Did he, like so many of the ancient gods, fade into obscurity? Perhaps. But if Eros truly was the binding force of the universe, then he was never meant to die. Instead, he evolved. He became the unspoken presence in every whispered confession, every poem of longing, every unbreakable bond between souls. Some say that in the modern world, he is no longer a god but a mere symbol. Others argue that he is more powerful than ever, lurking in the algorithms that shape desire, the unseen hand behind every connection, every heartbreak, every impossible yearning. Final thoughts. What is Eros to you? And so, dear travelers, our journey comes to an end. But the tale of Eros does not end here. It continues in every act of love, every moment of longing, every fleeting touch that lingers in the heart. What do you think? Is love a divine force, an illusion, or something else entirely? Let's continue the conversation below. And don't forget, like and subscribe if you enjoy myths and philosophy. Comment below. What kind of character fascinates you most? Kings, warriors, demons, angels, or legendary creatures? Until next time, may your heart be fearless and your soul ever seeking. Farewell, seekers of truth.